We're back with another set of videos, and today we'll be talking about something extremely out the blue random. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm not. This is a continuation of Tinder Girl. So me and Alex are we're doing well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we're doing fine. Um, we've been going on a couple dates, meeting up at her place. Me meeting her for coffee, which I never met anyone for coffee before. We met for coffee, and just quick grabbing bites to eat and stuff. So our next really big official date was around the time that Chicago was having the big Halloween, like Halloween arts festival. So during that time period, a lot of stuff's going on, and Alex is saying, "Oh well, I know that a lot of the stuff has been spontaneous, but I like a man that can plan things." So I'm just like, "Okay, you want someone to plan it? I'll plan it." So while I'm just thinking about some things, I'm like, "Wait a minute, my job has like corporate cards where we get like discounts from food places and everything." So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I do that? That works. So I get us like reservations at this restaurant called Bassino's. Now Bassino's is like a Italian style restaurant place in Chicago. Well, El Vino Bassino is the restaurant place. Bassino, the place I had reservations for, that had a whole website that accepted it, that restaurant's been closed for about 8 months. But we'll get to that when we get to it. So me and Alex meet up. Now we've already missed like the art festivals and like the art showings and everything. So I'm like, how about we just cut out that part and just go straight to the parade? So it's a little outdoor parade, and we get there earlier than what the parade is supposed to start. So I was like, hey, let's do something different. Come with me. So I walk with her to Buckingham Fountain, and we're just standing out there, having a nice, casual conversation, enjoying each other's company. And she's like, wow, I've not really been over to this side that much. I've never really like gone past, Michigan Avenue. Like, I've been to Grant Park, but everywhere else, like, I haven't been. So I'm like, oh, well, that's what's up. Come on. So I'm showing her like the coast of Lake Michigan and everything. Like, I'm showing her how the skyline looks from that direction. Like, yeah, a lot of people where we live, since we both live in the West Loop, she can see downtown skyline from the West Loop location, because she's more on the South Loop. I'm more West Loop, but she can still see like the skyline. So when we get to the lake, you see all the buildings and they just look beautiful. So she's like, oh my god, like, I really haven't seen this like this. I'm like, good, glad that you enjoy it. So the parade starts. So we're looking for a spot, and we stand next to this like married couple, and then this like couple like little high schoolers or whatever. And it's a big like disparity between the relationships. Like, the adult couple, they have their kid, and they're really not paying attention to each other, but they for some reason can monitor their child while looking at the parade and instantly just grab him. And then it's the younger couple, and they're like all over each other, making out, holding hands, this and another. And then there's us, in the middle. Like, we're both standing. Well, I'm standing, how a guy stands, at the back of her, but to the left. So my thigh is on her left butt cheek, and I have her pulled close to me, just a casual hold. Now, we fast forward to the end of the parade. Like, we're just like, you know what, let's just cut out, go grab some munchies, and then we go grab some munchies at the restaurant, and then we just go like chill out at a bar or something. So we're on our way to the restaurant. I put in the address for the restaurant so I know like where it is to walk. It says permanently closed. This is the part where the restaurant has been closed for months, and they're still accepting the goddamn reservation. So I'm like, what the hell is this going on? Because we get there, and Bacino's restaurant is now Dylan's Bar and Grill. And I'm like, what the fuck, yo? So she's like, so what does this mean? I was like, it's cool. So there's this other place called Avanti's Cafe on Jackson, and they have like the best Italian food in that area. Greek towns away, and then you have like Little Italy, but like goddamn Avanti's, their Italian food is decent. So I'm like, okay, we can go to Avanti. So she's like, you want to check to make sure that it's open? So I pull up Avanti's Cafe, and I show it to her. It's like, it's open until 9 on Saturdays. Now, this is a Saturday evening. It's around 6 o'clock. We head over to Avanti's. The bitch is closed. On the door, on the door of the restaurant, it says, Saturdays closed at 4. And I'm looking at online, I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. So we've already missed the festival. The first restaurant's been closed for months, and now the backup plan is basically a bus. So I'm like, okay, things aren't really going as planned, because I hate planning things. I just like being spontaneous when it comes to like dates. Like, I'll say, get dressed, look nice, we'll go out. Now, usually I'll find someplace, or, I'll tell her, hey, what's something that you haven't had in a while? And we'll go eat that. And I feel like that is an adequate enough date. Like, I know women like plans, and I like making plans too, because it lets you know what you're going to do, a lot time for, festivities after the date when you take the person to their place of residence. That was not the case. So, long story short, the two restaurants weren't going well. So I decided, hey, how about this? There's this place called Parks Tavern in the West Loop, close to where I live. We can go there, grab some food. She was like, okay, let's do that. I'm like, great, cool. I've just salvaged this a little bit. So we get there, and she's like, I hope it's open. We get there, it's open. Like, we hear music inside. We see staff walking around. So we walk in, and it's like, hi, you here for the party? I'm like, party? Like, no, we just want a table to grab some food. She's like, oh, it's a $10 cover. I'm like, $10 cover? Yeah, we're having a performance tonight. I'm like, I don't give a damn about your performance, yo. But I'm like, okay, I'll pay for it. And she's like, I'm not about to pay $10 and then pay some food. I'm like, I'll cover you. She's like, no, it's unnecessary. I'm like, oh my god, okay. But I'm thinking this video is kind of getting longer than what it needs to. So I'm gonna cut it right here. We're gonna meet up at another time, later date, and we're gonna continue this. Cause after what happened now, shit gets real. Things between us get really real. So hope you guys having a good time. Leave a comment at the bottom, like, subscribe, share a time where a date you guys had didn't end well. I mean,